I think the Euros are popping off. I'm not sure, but I believe and I think that these Euros are now popping off. Because Denmark have said what's up. Lukaku scored 2 goals. Screw VR, don't give it down. Italy are looking very spicy indeed. And Osasuna, you owe me money for telling me that Frank de Boer was trash. Let's get it in. And yes, we have the meal. Let's ride. It's your boy here, Double H, half a trying to stay alive. I'm just trying to stay alive. So, guys, it's very simple. We have rice, stew, roast chicken with some Maggi sauce, and we're keeping things healthy. Juice, orange juice, natural, organic, freshly squeezed orange juice with the juicy bits. Hopefully, you guys have a meal. So sorry that there was not a show on Sunday. I had to work on Sunday, and I literally did not have enough time. I also wanted to do the other show, but I'm going to give you the roundup because I think that it's very important that we just look at the states of affairs, man. But just before we obviously, because I want to go into chronological order, before we go into Group A, shout out to Denmark. Shout out to freaking Denmark. UEFA, you losers. UEFA, you losers. This may harm my chances of watching of UEFA maybe cutting a check with me, but it is what it is. I've burnt a lot of bridges in my life, but it is what it is. It's a high role. UEFA, you losers. You absolute losers. You tried to screw Denmark over. Denmark were not supposed to go through. Guys, I believe I've checked. This is the first time in history a team have lost their first 2 games and they'll still managed to go through. The first time in history it's ever happened to go through. It's good. First time in history. They lost 2 games and go to. But guys, I'll be real with you. Christensen is a UCL winner. He's my guy. He's a Chelsea boy. So chills. Because the reason why I love football so much, the reason why football is the greatest sport in the world is the emotions that you feel, the butterflies in your stomach. You know, those things that just make the hair at the back of your neck just stand up. And seeing Christensen score that goal, which has to, for me, I'll keep it real with you. I say that's a better goal than Schick's goal, based on the technique that he did and on the power. But when you just look at that goal that he scored, and you just look at how much it's meant to him, and just look at everybody in Denmark just celebrating with him, it's like football is a beautiful thing. You can't. I say people try. Let's go basketball, rugby, tennis, whatsoever. You can try. You can't be football. You can't be football. It's too strong. Football is too strong. You know, it's too strong. You know, it's too strong. That's why it's crack. That's why I call it football crack, because it's too strong. We need it. We need it. But for Denmark, amazing. Because I was like, you know what? How is this guys going to turn things around? Because I thought they'll come third. But because remember, Russia are not an easy opponent. So to produce a big performance like that and to give birth to Russia when the pressure was on, it's huge. And guys, that's why I can't wait for that game on Sunday. Because Denmark will, either side can go through. Because if Beast Mode shows up, Beast Mode can be a difference maker. But Denmark are the better team. Even without Eriksen, Denmark are the better team. And the Eriksen thing, just based on the dramatic way they've gone through, I'm giving Denmark the Denmark should win that, but that could easily go to penalty. But Denmark should win that. They should win that just based on when they go through. And also, shout out to that guy, Damska, the guy that looks like freaking Pinocchio. I think he plays for Sampdoria. That kid's good because Christian's goal was amazing. Damska's goal was freaking amazing as well. Like his G was freaking superb. So, and then what's it called? Look, guys, guys, VAR needs to chill. VAR needs to freaking chill. You can't give VAR when a guy is literally 2 centimeters offside. You can't do it. It's ridiculous. I don't give a damn what you guys say. Lukaku is on. He's on 4 goals. I don't care. Call me petty. Lukaku is currently top scorer. Cristiano's on 3. Actually 2 because that penalty just doesn't count. So really, Cristiano's actually really on 2.5 because that penalty doesn't count. Lukaku, 4 clean goals. 4 clean goals. Mbappe's on 1. Benzema's on 1. That's how I count it. I don't give a damn. Mbappe's on 1 goal. Benzema's on 1 goal. Lukaku's on 4 goals. Because I'm sorry, guys. I'm not having like VAR. VAR you need to relax. If you dare, if Belgium reach the final, Hazard scores a perfectly legitimate goal and VAR rules offside, you know we're gonna fight. I told you, I've changed. So I want to now look away. Group A. Let's look at Group A. Share screen, Chrome tab. Where are we at? So Italy, man. Guys, you know that Italy haven't conceded in like 11 games. That's crazy. Italy have not conceded in 11 games. Well, during guys, anybody who sends in dubs or so forth, I will get to them. I will get to questions very soon. Dorian, I've got everything under control, man. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. It's a little good. Look at 3 games played, 3 dubs, 0 draws, 0 losses, 7 Gs scored, no goals conceded. That's money. So for me, for Italy, and here's the key thing, because this is what we need to keep in mind. They played their B team. And I mean their B team, apart from Verratti, Bonucci, Donnarumma, everyone else was B team. So only 3 players were first team players, and they still go with the winner. And even their B team looks good. So if your B team looks that good and still that's cohesive and not that much of a drop off with your A team, your money. So, bro, Italy look good because in all 3 of the games they played well. And this is like that old school quality Italy, the way they move the ball around. Someone needs to pay, because I don't like to be made to look like a fool. Okay, I'm the #1 analyst in the world, the sexiest analyst in the world, and I don't like to be made to look like a fool. Which moron, which loser told me Turkey would do something? I want to know. I am going to delete. I'm going to delete my that tournament predictor video. After I'm done with this stream, that video is getting removed from YouTube, and I will deny any noise that I ever made that video, because allegedly, and I think I was actually drunk when I said, allegedly, I had Turkey topping this group and Turkey reaching the semifinals. I thought they'd be the surprise team. I thought they'd be the dark horses. These guys held 3 Ls. 3 Ls. They considered 7 Gs. No, sorry. They scored 1 goal. They considered 8 Gs and scored one goal. Horrible. But for Wales, amazing. Like, Wales has to be one of the best examples of punching above your weight. How these guys finished second in a group with Switzerland and Turkey is absolutely insane. And guys, that game against Denmark on Sunday, you can't rule them out. You cannot rule them out. They could do something. They could very easily do something. So, it's like don't rule Wales, because like Wales are just one of those teams where, because I'm watching and say, wait a minute, you guys have like 6 people to choose from, because I'm sure in Wales everyone knows everyone, because okay, no, I'm not saying it's not easy to actually, but everyone knows everyone there. So say like you have like 5 guys to choose from. So how do you put forth a team that will come second when there are only 5 people that live in your entire country? Told you, they're like 60 sheep, 5 people that live in Wales. It's crazy. And so look, shouts to Wales, but I think the story of this group was Turkey just shocks people. Switzerland, I think they underperformed. I think Switzerland messed up with that draw. So that's key. Basically, that Kiefer Moore goal was crucial for Wales. That's what's crucial. That's really what's really put them in this position to come into second place, man. But the story is just Turkey. I think and for me, I still say, because people say, oh no, you shouldn't be surprised by what Italy did. I am still surprised by what Italy did. Just in the way that they were able just to deal with everyone and just go on this crazy, superb winning run, man. So for Italy, man, man, I got to give them props. Or give the Italians props. And guys, did you see your boy Marco? Did you see? All I'm saying is that, did you see your boy Marco? That's all I want to say. Did you see your boy Marco? So let's just take a few dubs on. So from so I think this one might be from the Euro 20 record I didn't say. So this is Sage from Saturday's Show, who says that Levy will definitely sign Stephen A. Smith. For me, see, I'm in a good mood and so forth. Please don't mention Tottenham. So I'm waiting for Tottenham to announce Homer Simpson. I'm waiting. But also, I think Homer Simpson actually rejected. From LSK Laxon, who says, he'll forever be Tim's for me, but the dude is on fire. YSK Jackson, who is a Manchester United fan, stroke a Boychester devoted fan who lost to Villarreal in the Europa League final. So any United fan who dares opens the mouth and hates on Lukaku, you are a loser. You're a sad loser. No one cares that he brings it for your club. All that matters is that right now he's one of the best strikers in the world. If he push me, he's better than Kane. Kane is not better than, as of right now, as how I speak right now. Mistake. Larry Lane. Right now, Lukaku is better than Larry Lane. Until Larry Lane shows up, and Larry Lane, you best show up on Tuesday. Because he's going to start because he's England's talisman. Larry Lane, if you don't freaking show up in that game on Tuesday, you know what? I'm going to rip you up on a stream. Facts. So YSK Jackson says, and by the way, did you just get back from YSK Jackson, you be best relaxed, bro. So did you just get back from a home invasion? Who invades a home dressed? Do you know that this is $1,000 suit? Who invades a home in $1,000 suit? So unless I want to draw myself in like this is custom made. This is custom made, custom made. So Real Jenny, man, thank you for the dub. Real Jenny says, honestly, the energy and the game they played against Russia, and even though they lost, they played well against Belgium. I want them to go far, inshallah. Denmark's, look, it is what it is. Denmark is everyone's team, which is why I say that you like Wales, because first of all, Wales already facing a team that I think are better than them, but now you're facing a team that now have the wind in their sails, because it is already enough motivation to want to win a trophy, but the extra motivation that they might have is receipt. Denmark can't win these Euros based off of that. No. Based purely off of the motivation and hype that Ericsson gives them, that's not enough to win these Euros. Because as you saw against Belgium, they played well and that crowd was crazy. So basically, first of all, that crowd was crazy, but once Belgium brought in the heavy hitters, quality is quality. I'm not sure whether they have any more games in Copenhagen in the knockouts. And I think not being in Copenhagen is going to work against them. Like if, let's say for some reason they played all their games in Copenhagen, Denmark would be a very difficult team to beat. Because I think after this victory, like basically the Danish manager doesn't even know to motivate them. He doesn't need to say anything to them right now. Like they are now fully self-motivated, specifically how they gave best to Russia like that, bro. But they won't win it. But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying they've got the wind in their sails. They've got the wind in their sails. So, Group B. So yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, I mean, all on 3 points. Look at that. All on 3 points. So really, I think Denmark have to. It's twofold. Because it's like Denmark have to thank Belgium because basically let's say that's goal. Belgium giving Finland like the 2-piece really just helped to give Denmark that really nice good buffer. But then Denmark, they had to do their bits as well, because look at, so basically they scored. So if it was 3-1, they'd be on 0. If it was 2-1, they'd be on -1. Yeah, okay. No, but yeah, I mean, no, look, I mean, because again, for instance, if let's say they'd beaten Russia 1-0 and Belgium beats Finland 1-0, I think they'd be on the same goal difference, then Finland would finish second. So Belgium helped them a bit, but Denmark, they did their thing. I mean, that was a beating. They gave them a full-on lashing, man. They gave those guys a full-on lashing, man. So shout out to Denmark, man. What's a turnaround? Because when they lost to Belgium, I was like, how do you go through losing 2 games? This is what makes it insane. This is why these guys will be so hyped. How do you go through losing 2 games? Because that has never happened before. Because it's not that, think about it. Because people say, oh, well, because of the new formats of finishing third. No. Even if this was the old format, they finished second. I thought, okay, could they be the best? No, they finished second. So just based off of the fact that Denmark, Finland, Russia all had the 3 points. So really, for Denmark, it was a huge help that Denmark beats Finland, and also Belgium beats Finland, and they beat them well. But look, Belgium, again, obviously, I knew that they'd do their thing, man. Look at that. They only considered 1 goal. And that goal they considered was a massive faux pas, massive defensive mistake, man. Scoring 7 Gs. Yeah, but Belgium look good. And look, I still want to see Hazard. Hazard is coming. I get it, and so forth. You want to hit on him, but I still feel like if Hazard has another gear to go into, I feel Hazard has another gear to go into, and I'm waiting for him to go into that gear. So I have questions. For me, I still have questions with regards to, do Belgium have the mentality? The quality is there. But once they face adversity, can they do something? And let's just even combine them, Group A and Group B. Because, guys, if Belgium and Italy take care of business, because Italy play Austria to beat them. If Belgium and Italy take care of business, guys, we could have an Italy-Belgium quarterfinal. And I'm telling you right now, I can't call that. I can't call that. Because the reason, because that's I don't want to tempt it, because who knows, Belgium may lose their second round game, Italy may lose their second round game. So I don't want to go into it too much before I sort of mess up the whole dynamics. But let me just say this: like Belgium, Italy is going to that might pop off. That just might pop off, because football gods, I need that. I need a Belgium Italy Euros quarterfinals. I think that game might be it. That game might be, and it's all set up because perfect record. So basically, if they go into that game like 100% record, look at how good they look. They both scored 7 goals. Obviously, Belgium only considered 1. So It just feels like if they're like on a collision course to meeting. And guys, an Italy-Belgium game would be crazy. I would be crazy. But what has this Euros taught us? Don't assume. Don't assume. I don't know who Belgium are playing. Italy should beat Austria. They should beat Austria. You just never know. It's sending off, red card here, contentious decision. You just never know. You never know. Group C. Also, soon I hope you're around here somewhere, bro. Because you owe me an explanation for this. Basically, you and Uncle owe me an explanation here because I was promised that Netherlands were going to break it. Guys, I had them finishing bottom. I had Netherlands. I had them finishing bottom of this group. How the hell did they do this? You know, that's what I want to know. How the hell did they manage to do this? And guys, I'll be real with you. In my opinion, the best team I've seen is Netherlands. In terms of football quality, is Netherlands. So we went from clowning Frank de Boer, assuming he'd finish bottom, to they've been the best team. Wijnaldum, I think, has been the best player. Like, Wijnaldum has been the best player at these Euros. It's probably between Wijnaldum and Mbappe as to the two best players. But these guys, it's the way, it's like, watching them, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. We have missed them. We have missed Netherlands. Like, guys, think about it, guys. We had a World Cup without the Netherlands and Italy. That should never happen. You should never have a football competition without the Netherlands and Italy. Because just watching this guys, remember, we didn't have Euro 2016, and World Cup 2018, no Netherlands. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. But the way they play and just the philosophy that they had with regards to attacking and interpreting the space is just why so many people's like second team in most tournaments is Netherlands. Everyone likes Netherlands. And let's just look at the players that they've produced. I would say it is one of the craziest things that they've never ever won a World Cup. It's insane. It's insane, you know. And Frankie looks good. Frankie looks good. North Macedonia, guys, they played well. So North Macedonia, they did not disgrace themselves. Like, they played well and they competed. You know, they played well. Like, they played some good football. It's just that you have Pandev, who turns 72 next week. If that's your best player, a guy who was last relevant in 2010, there's only so much you can hope for. But they did their thing, man. They did their thing. Ukraine have to be a bit disappointed because I would have expected them to beat Austria. But shout out to Austria, man. Shout out to the Austrians, man. And, you know, Alaba, man, doing his thing. Because, like, that was a really good cross that he put in for Austria's first goal. But, man, it's like, I think Austria, this is where it ends for them. Like, I don't see them beating Italy. Again, I don't see them beating Italy, but you never know. So, wait. So Netherlands, who did the Netherlands play? So we have to wait until who Netherlands. So yeah, so we have Wales. So Wales, Denmark is on Saturday. Woo! So that's the first game. So that's the first game that we pop up with. So Wales, Denmark is the first game that we pop up with. Then Italy, Austria on Saturday. Then Sunday. Guys, things are getting exciting right now. Things are getting exciting right now. Things are getting exciting right now. Italy should beat Austria. But guys, Italians especially, I'm to Italians, never ever assume. Never ever. In Euros, play the team. Play the team. First of all, after you beat them, then you can talk. Don't talk before you beat them. always play that team. But yeah, Wales, Denmark, man. Don't count out Wales, man. Don't count out beast mode. Don't count out beast mode, man. Don't count out beast mode. But that's going to be an exciting game. That's going to be a real exciting game, man. All right, let's see what some of you. Also, everyone even look ahead slightly to tomorrow's games, man. Let me just I'm caught up with the Dubs. Yeah, nice one. There was so Wiseky Jackson says that there was a massive rodent on the pitch for Italy. Rat emoji. Wiseky Jackson, who provided the amazing assist for Pessina for Italy's goal? Who got man of the match in that game? So he was 6 months, injured for 6 months. First game back, and he gives the man of the match performance. Wiseky Jackson, don't hate. I say, don't hate. Hating isn't good for you, bro. Hating isn't good for you. So I want to look forward to this. So obviously tomorrow's games: Croatia, Scotland, Czech Republic, England, Scotland. I know they play at Hampden Park and so forth. They're at the crib. No Billy Gilmore. Huge loss. And Croatia know that, okay, we have to win. Now, Croatia haven't looked great. They haven't looked great. So this, you know what, this could very easily be a draw. And I think a draw will be good enough for Croatia to finish third. But I don't know whether that will be good enough for them to go through. Because I think, so basically, if Croatia draw, that's 2 points. And for 2 points, nah, you ain't going through. I just don't see Scotland beat Croatia. I just don't see it. But look, they have to just give a big performance. But Scotland, you need more qualities. Like, you look at that game against England and Shea Adams, you've got to score, bro. You have to score. You have to score that opportunity. You cannot spawn that opportunity. You have to score. But something tells me Scotland can eke out a draw, you know. I think Scotland can eke out a draw, and I think it might even be like 0-0. I think Scotland can eke out a draw there. Czech against England. Look, all I'm saying is that for England's sake, they best win. For their sake, they best win. Keep it simple. You know? Because if after this group game, England end up finishing second to Czech Republic, if England end up finishing second to the Czech Republic, I don't have, based on the two games, forget the Scotland game, based on the two games, I don't have confidence in picking England to beat Czech Republic. I just don't. You know? And Czech Republic are not the greatest side, but I think Czech Republic, at least with Sheik, pack a little bit more punch in their attack. So, and also, I don't even know what lineup that England have. Like, I mean, Southgate, bro, it's the final group game. You are already through. So that's not in jeopardy. You might as well say, you know what? Calvert-Lewin, come in there. Sancho, Saka. If this guy goes into this game and picks the same lineup and the same midfield and so forth, then this guy's having a laugh. Like, do you know that England, I will laugh Southgate should be sacked on the spot if they go through this entire Euros and Sancho doesn't touch the pitch. And my fear is I believe that's probably going to happen. I think you're going to have a situation where Sancho isn't going to play any games, which would be insane. Now, I feel Saka has to play because Saka gives England a piece of attacking quality I think that they're missing. Some incisiveness that you're not going to get from Sterling. You're not going to get it from us. You're not going to get from Foden. Because Saka is a guy who can just go direct into those channels and can try and make some things happen, which is what you need to do. Use some guys to force that issue and try and beat him and try and just go through traffic. You need guys to attack and meander their way through traffic. You need that. But for Southgate, he is a conservative manager. He's a pragmatic manager. He's not an exciting manager. He's not an attack-minded guy. And with these sets of players that England have, it's the wrong dude, man. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't know whether these guys could potentially win, man. I really don't know, man. All right, let's see what some of you kids are saying, man. Oh, so if they win, they play France, Germany, or Portugal. Yeah, look, as I said again, man. I mean, and they knew this, man. But what happens if they come second, though? What happens if they come second? I mean, I know shocking things can happen. Whenever I assume, I don't know how England beats France, Germany, or Portugal. I don't. Because just seeing the 2 games they've played, those are official teams who know what they're doing. Like, England don't know what they're doing. I don't know what England's football is. If someone said, okay, describe what England's football is, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I don't know what their game plan is. So maybe that may work for them, but I don't know what's that about. Now, you could say that about France, but the issue with France is that they've got amazing individuals that far surpass any player that England has. Like, man for man, France are better than England in pretty much every position. Pretty much in every position. So, and we saw what Germany did to Portugal. So once Germany get it on, we know what they can do. So, and Portugal, I just think that they'll have too much quality for them. So, but look, man, maybe England can come in with an amazing performance. They need an amazing performance. You know, they need an amazing performance. Let's see. Yeah, England would beat Spain. Just that they won't meet them, but England would meet Spain. I mean, Spain have probably been the most disappointing team I've seen. I mean, yeah, because I never expect much from England, but for Spain, these are guys what 3 international trophies in a row, and they've been super disappointing. So if England beats Spain, oh, for sure, England can beat Portugal. I don't know, man. Keep me real, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, okay, the word can, okay, they can beat Portugal, but it's unlikely. But yeah, they can, but just that Portugal just have too many dudes, man. Foden masterclass tomorrow, bro. Well, he better show up. He best show up because he hasn't shown up yet. You know, he hasn't shown up yet, so he best show up, bro. He best show up because apart from like that shot that he took in the first game that hit the bar, it's not really happening for him. But and someone even said that, like, look, and this is what people always seem to forget. And I think this is what the trap that England fans run into. All because a player is amazing for their club doesn't mean they're amazing for their country. Foden plays with Ilkay Gundogan, with Fernandinho, with De Bruyne under Pep Guardiola. That is very different from playing with Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, coached by Gareth Southgate. That is a pretty big drop-off. It's a big drop-off. So when you're used to playing with very high quality players, like these are guys who are one of the best players in their position, and a guy who is, even if he breaks in the CL final, one of the best coaches in the world, it's a different environment. It's a different environment. So people just can't assume that, oh my gosh, the Foden we see from Man City should be the Foden we see from England. No, it's a different environment and different Sets of circumstances, man. All right, let's see what you guys say, man. France must knock Portugal out. It's impossible. It's important. Like, if you look at the grouping, like, for Portugal to get knocked out, knocked out, Hungary would need to, for them to get knocked out, Hungary would need to beat Germany, and France would need to beat Portugal. That's the only way. Because once that happens, that means Hungary would be on 4 points, France would be on 7 points, Germany and Portugal would both be on 3 points, but Germany, because it's head-to-head, Germany have a better head-to-head than Portugal, then Germany would end up going through. So the only way Portugal can go out is if they lose to France and Hungary beats Germany. And I don't think, even if Portugal lose to France, which I think may end up as a draw, Germany are beating Hungary. So what is most likely is Germany is basically, this is probably most likely the way that the group is going to finish: France, Germany, Portugal, Hungary. Which is actually how I had it. How I had it in my groupings was France, Germany, Portugal, Hungary, because I had Germany beating Portugal. But yeah, like as I said, like it's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. From your boy, yes, side. Thank you for the W. Side. Thank you for the W. Side. One thing I love about international tournaments is it exposes players. Are you really that good, or are you surrounded by world-class players and a world-class manager? Exposure season, bro. Exposure season, because which is why I can't respect Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham. I respect Owen. I respect Rio. I respect John Terry. I respect Ashley Cole, because those guys showed up. But Gerrard, Lampard, Becks, these guys who were touted and touted and touted, people preached about them. They talked about them. Come the World Cup, come the Euros, these guys came up smaller than mini-me. They came up smaller than mini-me, bro. They came up smaller than mini-me. Total brickeracious, man, from them. So, because what international tournaments shows is, can you adapt? Do you know how to adapt? Or are you just dependent on your system? Hence why I'm calling him Larry Lane. Because the only way I will give Larry Lane a pass is if he's purposefully playing badly to reduce his price so he can leave the banter club known as Tottenham and join Man City. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? That is a boss move. That is a boss move. But if you're not doing that, I'm sorry, you're Larry Lane, because how can I respect you if you can't go to internationals and ball? As much as I get onto Messi and so forth, Messi balls for Argentina. When he wants to, he has balled for Argentina, he's contributed. So, but some of these players who are amazing for their club side, but when it now comes to internationals, they say nothing. I'm like, nah, I'm looking at you funny, man. Yes, Said again. Thank you for the W. Yes, Said. Thank you for the W. Yes, Said. HH, side notes. Can we put more respect on Lewandowski's name? That game he played against Spain, now that was a performance. Like, as I said in my roundup video, that's a dud. That is a dud. Because for me, look at how hard he works for that goal. See, that is a goal. Larry Lane, you have no excuses. Because Larry Lane, you have much better players around you than Lewandowski is playing with breadcrumbs. He's playing with breadcrumbs. So how he was able, bro, that was not a good cross. The way he had to pretty much twist and open up his neck for that goal, that cross was a garbage cross. But he had to make it work by elbowing, lubricating, punching, freaking Laporte in the guts, and those, screwy F you, boom. So that goal was real. And look, the guy hustled. But what more can he do? So Sweden will be tricky. I mean, if Lewandowski somehow balls against Sweden and produces something and gets pulled through, I'm like, you know what? Let's have a conversation. Because if Lewandowski can get pulled through the group, I want him on the Ballon d'Or shortlist. At least top 3. Then we can decide the main ones. But if he gets pulled through, I want top 3, at least top 3, because that's done. It's done. Um, if Poland, Spain, Croatia win their last games and France beats Portugal, they're out. If Poland, Spain, Croatia win their last, wait, who are out? I saying Portugal are out because um no, as I already explained, Portugal will go out if basically Portugal will go out if Germany beats Hungary and they lose to France, then they're out because they finished bottom of the group. Oh, or maybe you're saying third. Maybe I think you're talking about third place. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. So he said Spain, Croatia, right? But my thing is because remember it's going to go to GD because no, but it depends what GD that they have. Because wait, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So basically, it's 4 third best place losers. So Switzerland are definitely through for sure. Finland needs to wait. Ukraine needs to wait. Croatia, yeah. So obviously, if Croatia win, if Poland wins, so it's dicey. We don't look like us. Look, Portugal are through. We're not doing a 42-hour. Okay, we're not doing if 48 hour. They're through. So yeah, they can. It's unlike it's too many variables need to happen. Too many variables need to happen. Now Spain needs to watch their backs because if Spain, let's say, draw against Slovakia. So yeah, if Spain draw against Slovakia and Poland, yeah. If Spain draw against Slovakia, Poland, there you go through because then it would be like GD with Spain and Sweden. I'm trying to figure out what way can Spain come out of the group Spain. Because then it depends what their GD with Sweden is. Because remember, they drew against Sweden, so the head-to-head goes other way. So then it now depends on what goal difference they have against Sweden, man. All right. Is there a difference between old school Italian catenaccio and the France of today? Yes, there is. That Italian team were very defensive. They were very defensive. I think this French team, they're pragmatic. They're conservative. That Italian team was no defense was their thing. Their thing was no, we defense and then we counter. But I think they had a much more specific defensive plan than I think France did. But there are some similarities though. Some similarities. But remember, they used to go with a back three. France played with a back four. So they went with I think it was 3-5-2 is really the Catenaccio for formation. So it's a bit different, man. You see, now here's the question: when do you think we will need an emergency hangout, or rather, when will the next emergency hangouts be? What events do you think will happen that will require an emergency hangout? Because I don't know, but there has to be a big shock. There has to be a big shock or a big moment. I'm hoping it involves Cristiano because I can't have him winning that whole thing. I can't. Win him. Abracadabra, man. Thank you for the dub. Abracadabra, thank you for the dub. Depay and Vinny looking money and HH the Oos. Abracadabra. I did not want to addressed this. You know, it would have been good if you're just not. I basically people keep sending me the message and throwing me in, and I keep trying to ignore it. Um, yeah, the US, I think they say 2 months. I mean, why does this always happen to me? Why does every player I want to see, every player that I'm supporting or so forth, they always end up injured? I mean, that's messed up. That's really messed up. Um, yeah, look. I feel for him. You have to feel for the dude, man. And I think it's just going to be one of those cases of, yeah, what could have been? It's too many injuries. It's way too many injuries just derailing his career. And I think the Ken when says the guy is talented. That guy is beyond talented. But if you just keep on getting injured, man, fuck. Wijnaldum has been the best player at these Euros for me. 100%. But Netherlands have played the best form football. Wijnaldum has been the best player. Depay has just been pretty good. He's been good as well, but I have been super impressed by Wijnaldum. Liverpool, I don't know what you were smoking. I don't know what you were smoking. Why didn't you play this player like this? This was not the player that I saw for Liverpool. You know, this was not the player that I saw for Liverpool, man. So, um, his money, you know, his money, his money. Guy is full of money, man. So who the Netherlands play in the next round, guys? Let me ask you, who the Netherlands actually play the next round? Because I want to know who they play because this guys they look all right. Although I think their game is in Budapest, you know, so they're no longer in Amsterdam, but Netherlands are looking pretty tasty. Netherlands are looking pretty tasty. But who do they play? Who do they play in the next? Excuse me. Oh snap! So we could have a Netherlands, Portugal, Netherlands gem. Oh my. Guys, basically like that. Okay, see, now I see I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. The game will be crap. Because if I say the game is going to be a classic, it's going to end up being crap. But what I'm saying is that if Netherlands play any of those teams, and it was so funny. I think because I was reading the comments of my Netherlands post match analysis, and I think someone said, "Oh my gosh, like the boy is so stupid." Look at Italy. You'd already qualified. You've won your 2 games. Rest players. Why don't you rest players and give players a rest? And then the guy said, based off the abuse that De Boer received from guys like me and so forth, and how guys called him stupid and ingrate and imbecile and so forth, De Boer was like, no. We are winning all these 3 games because I want to ensure that all the hates and everybody can go screw themselves. But I think this is where it may end for the Netherlands. Or does it? You see, okay, let's just go through them. Netherlands can beat Portugal. Netherlands can beat Portugal. The way that Germany opened up Portugal, they can. Just that Portugal can really open them up on the count. See, the reason why that's a dangerous game, Portugal can count them very well because Netherlands defensively are a bit tricky. And Portugal would, but they can beat them, but Portugal can count them. Netherlands can't beat France. They can't beat France. Netherlands, Germany. That's I think that's like a 50-50. That's like a 50-50. That's like a 50-50. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, St. Netherlands will play a third place team from either D, E, or F. Okay, so you know what? Let me just go to this fucking Euro 2020 Wikipedia. Let's read this shit. Round of 6-16. All right, let's see. Round of 16. Uh, you see, so thank you, Evo. So no, they don't play. So this is what Wikipedia is saying. This is what Wikipedia is saying. You guys, what you guys on about? Um, so Netherlands plays the third of either D, E, or F. Belgium play from the third of either A, E, or F. And my thing is, how are these decided? That's what I want to know. Is like, how did they decide? So D, E, F. No, third place. So, yeah, so Netherlands could probably face Croatia, or they could face like either like a Spain or like a Poland. Um. So yeah, man, it's yeah. You like, come on, guys. Like, yeah, like it's D, E, or F. So now, if Netherlands, I think Netherlands can beat whoever comes out of D or E. You know, I think they can beat whoever comes out of D or E. F is a bit tricky. So my thing is, wait. So how is it decided then? Like they say D, E, or F. So is it D, E, or F? Like how do they decide whether it's D, E, or F? Like is this like a raffle? Or say, Grado says scroll up. So 12 points from each team, along with the four best placed third teams will qualify for the knockout phases. The specific matchups involving the third place teams depends on which four third place teams will qualify for the round of 16. Man, why didn't they just do this with 16 teams, man? Why? Third best place teams. So obviously Switzerland is obviously there. Um, doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Doesn't make sense. Oh, the other way. Oh, sorry. Okay. um, what do you mean by the other way? No. Yeah, I did click the other way, and it doesn't say shit. Okay, it doesn't tell me specifically what teams faced teams. If you just say, "Oh, it's D, E, or F," do you face D, E, or F? What decides whether you've placed the third team from Group D, the third team from Group F? The other way that did it beyond this whole expanded BS, you knew exactly. Oh, if they finish second, I can face him. If they finish first, I can face him. You knew where everything was at, man. It's like no, it's nonsense, man. Third place in Europe is stupid. You have it's stupid. And they wanted to try this for the World Cup. They wanted to try this for the World Cup. So I said no. This is it's stupid because why I like best two is you stay on your toes. You stay on your toes. So if you mess up, you're out. You could be out. Okay, it makes things much more difficult. What you're doing is this is greed because more teams means more money. Because obviously, if the Euros do the old format, they can only that means you have to go to the quarterfinals. That means there is no second round. But now with more teams, you have more matches, more revenue going into the pockets of UEFA. Um, but in no way this can be for the World Cup. I prefer the best to all the way. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, like it's nonsense. It's nonsense. It is completely nonsense, man. It is super nonsense. Like the World Cup better not go this route. They better not. All right, Gatlock, I'm sending you the link, bro. So you can explain this crap to me, and then I'll be out of here, man. I need to finish my meal. All right, where are you? Uh, All right, Gatlock, I've sent you the link, bro. Explain this to us, man. Alice Galaxon says, remember when Cristiano resurrected Robin and Co? Remember when Cristiano scored in a World Cup knockouts? Remember when Cristiano scored that goal in the European final? Remember when Cristiano won the treble? Waiske, don't mess with me, bro. Don't mess with me, my guy. Don't mess with me, my guy. Portugal and Belgium will be very tasty. Oh, when can they meet? Say Portugal. Actually, wait, let me go to my tournaments. Maybe this is the way. Maybe this is the way I can predict it, man. Let me go to my tournament grades because I didn't want to show my tournament grades, man, because I totally bricked it, man. What the? Look at this nonsense, man. Fuck you. Yeah, Portugal and Belgium. I don't think they can meet, man. I don't think those guys can meet. I think this guy. Oh, Kai, so look, can you reply to the tweets? Well, Gatlock says he's coming in to come and explain this. So, but I think your boy Kyle is here with the clutch thing. But let's see what. All right, Gatlock, what up, man? What up?
Yeah, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Man. So look, how does this bloody thing work, man?
Yeah, go to the Wikipedia first.
Go to Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's where you were just now. Scroll up. Up again. Yeah, that table. Right. Now, this is how it works. The only teams that can play third place teams are from Group B, C, E, and F. Right? Okay. That's right. That's it up there. So basically, those teams can face, like, for example, if a team from A, B, C, and D go through, they face those ones like that. That's how it goes.
I think I know it. Okay. I think I know. So basically, it's like in order. So if that's third place team from Group A, let's say A is one of the best placed teams, they'll face them now. If they're not one of the best placed teams, it then goes to E.
Yeah.
And then it goes, I think I get it. Because I think even this guy actually explains it well. I think it's from Carl's tweets, man. Wait, let's see. So assuming there's a winner in the Croatia-Scotland game, this is the correct combination. First in Group B will play third in Group E. First in Group C will play third in Group F. First in Group E will play third in Group. Okay, I mean, no. I think no. Basically, I understand. Basically, okay. If you now go to this whole thing, I think I get it. I think I get it. Wait. So Euro. Wait. Where the fuck?
It's basically after all the groups are done. It depends on which.
Yeah, it's once the groups are done, then you can then judge it.
Yeah, which groups will have 4 teams coming out of them.
So okay, so basically, because again, so if you look at the Netherlands, that means first off it will be. So who's in Group D? So Group D is
Croatia's group, England, Scotland.
So basically, if let's say someone from that Group D is one of the best third place teams, that's when Netherlands
will be the first to go to. Yes.
But if they aren't, then it will be who's one of the best place teams in Group E.
Yeah.
Then if that doesn't happen, it's one of the best third place teams in Group F. Yeah. So it's basically
so that combination. If for them to have F, that combination has to be A, B, C, and F of those 4 people to come out from. They can't face anybody in A, B, C, so they'll get F. But if they get something like A, D, E, F, they'll face D. If they get A, B, E, F, they'll face E. That kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah, but basically, I think the key thing is you have to wait until everything is done, man. But look, I mean, do you have a team who you think is going to win it? Because you got this thing is open, bro. This thing is open.
Well, I didn't expect it to be this open, but Italy, where my dark horses, Germany are kind of the second dark horses. That was for the tournament.
Also, Gatlock, I never said anything about Turkey. It's a lie. I never said anything.
Bro, it's on Twitter, man. I mean, that
I'll deny it. That was my claw. Because Gatlock, see, that's shocking. They lost all 3 of their games and they finished bottom.
Bro, do you know it's pissing me off because on Socrato, I had them finishing 3rd because of that stuff, because of the hype. I didn't know anything about Turkey except for
Gatlock. You see, I didn't want to show this to people, but you know what? Let me just fully embarrass myself right now. And I have to delete this video from YouTube. Look at this. I had them getting into the semis.
Semis. You had them beating Belgium. It is.
Bro, look. I am shocked. I am shocked. I mean, it's.
But to be fair, Don Robbie had them as the dark horses to win this whole thing. So he's
I mean, no. Talking really no, but I think which is why I want to see, because when someone said, "Oh, Netherlands will face a 3rd place team from Group F," I was like, Netherlands are beating anybody who comes out of Group C, because it's most likely going to be Scotland or Croatia that they face. If let's say gets one, if Croatia beats Scotland, which I think they will, I think that will be enough for them to be the 3rd place team. And bro, I think Netherlands beats Croatia. Netherlands beats Croatia. Until Netherlands on self-combust, they beat Croatia. So Netherlands, they want to win it.
I honestly don't see anybody coming up from any 3rd place team coming up from that Group D. I won't be surprised if Croatia and Scotland draw and they both get 2 points and that's it, they go out. Because the 3rd place is heating up, man. Teams are finishing with 3 points. Switzerland have 4 points, so they are the ones ahead right now.
No, Switzerland. No, those guys are already through. Those guys.
Basically, already has everybody at 3 points.
And look, Spain could be one of those 3rd place teams, because based on how they've not played, those guys could be one of the 3rd place teams, man. So
they play Slovakia, right? They should.
Yes, Slovakia is the next game.
Yeah, if they draw, they will finish. They'll finish 3rd. So I mean, look, I'm not losing any sleep on Spain, man. I'm sorry.
Look, Gatlo, what happened with England? Are we going to see the real 3 Lions tomorrow, man? Huge win for
England. How do I put this?
Be respectful. When Lizzie's watching, be respectful.
No. Look. How do I put this? When I told you when we were watching the England-Croatia game, I was watching the tennis final. So I wasn't paying too much attention to it. I just saw tennis go and somebody hit the post, and that was it. That game against Scotland. You know how when you have something on the TV that's just there as the background, but you're doing something else on your laptop? That was basically, I paid no attention to that. In fact,
it was nonsense, man. It was nonsense.
I watched no game in the Euros that day because I just felt everything was going to be boring. And England did not disappoint. Like, that game was so dead. And I'm happy I didn't pay attention too much. I don't really expect much from England. I mean, with all the hype about their attack, they've only scored 1 goal in 2 games. And against Czech Republic, the only thing I'm hoping is that they come top of the group, because I need them to face somebody from Group F. I need them to face someone. That would be beautiful.
No. For me, England, but their Euros should end in the 2nd round. But what I'm seeing in these Euros is, I think there is going to be a surprise. Basically, there's going to be a surprise team that gets to the semis. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up in the semis. I don't be surprised, because they shouldn't go through, but maybe somehow they'll just end up going through, man.
Yeah, if they come 2nd, they'll face 2nd from Spain's group. If they come 2nd in their group, they'll face 2nd from Group E. However, even if they come 2nd from Group E, it's like that whole scenario of the World Cup again, where, okay, if you come top, you face 2nd from Group F. However, if you come 2nd, you face 2nd from Group E. However, I'm looking at the table right now, and the quarterfinal is a potential matchup between a third place team, and first from Group F. So England facing Group F is almost inevitable unless they come third somehow. They will face a team from first in Group F in quarterfinals, assuming the team beats, because that's what the table is showing me here. Knockout table.
Wait. Let me eat this. So Abracadabra says that this is why I want the Super League, FIFA and UEFA money. I say it. I was always a fan of this Super League, man, because see, these Euros really starts come the quarterfinals. Because really, second round, you're playing the players. Once you now get to the quarterfinals, okay, now you're now facing the true elites. You're facing the creme de la creme right now. So quarterfinals is when these are when things get really fully serious. And let's keep it real. Of course, we've brought the matches they've been entertaining, but now it's time for us to not get down to the nitty gritty, and that's the key thing, man.
Yeah, man.
So look, man. Let me head that, guys. So Gatland, man, thanks for stopping. Peace. So guys, look, man, we'll be back here tomorrow. So of course, review England's group and review their game. And because again, I cannot wait to see what that lineup is gonna look like and how they're gonna play. And Southgate start Sancho. But shouts to Denmark, man. They did their thing. They flowed well. They rose to the occasion. And I think that 100% already, that has to be one of the moments of the Euros is Christensen scoring the goal and the reaction and the celebration of the Danish people when he scored that goal, which has to be one of the goals of the tournament, man. So guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys tomorrow after the games between Scotland, Croatia, and England against Czech Republic. One love.